Hi, everyone. This is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics, and thank you for being here for another live stream. I want to thank so many of you for being here. Sorry I'm a little late. I want to thank all of you guys from all around the world for always supporting this channel. I also want to thank the members. I seen Stefan Jenkins here. I see Queenie. I also see Lynn. I seen Carlton. And I'm sure others are going to come on too. Listen, blessings to you guys. The reason for this live stream is because I'm getting a lot of people out there that are doubting that they have control over their lives. Basically, they're stating that life is like a roll of a dice or a shuffle of the cards, and they feel like they don't have control. They'll make statements like, this is the way it is, this is how things go, you have to just give it to the universe, you have no control. And I wanted to give you guys this video to show you guys my own personal events that happen in my life, my experiences with taking control over my life, over using the law of attraction, manifesting, and taking control. If you guys can hear me, I got Clinton Hall. I see you also. If you guys can hear me, I need you guys to give me a thumbs up, because you guys know I always ask to give a thumbs up so that I can know if you guys can hear me. Now, this is important because if you are giving away your manifestations or your life to just a roll of a dice, then you are basically allowing your ship, which is your life, to take you in any direction that it wants to take you. You're not being in control of your life. So this is what this is about, and I want to give you guys some examples of my life. Okay, but before we get started, if any of you are new to this channel, this is a manifesting law of attraction, mostly metaphysical channel that gives life-changing information. So if you know anything, if you're looking for any information as in affirmation, scripting, visualization, mirror work, bay leaves, cinnamon, prayer work, anything that you're looking for or seeking for your manifestation tools, you find it all here in one location. I give you the information, very simple for you to understand, and at the same time, give you the information for you to see changes in your life. Again, I want to thank so many of you for being here on a Tuesday evening, and for all of those who's going to watch this afterwards. We won't be here that long. This will be a quick live stream, but again, it is here to help you, to prove to you that this really works. So I have some things here that I have some notes that I wanted to go through. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, tap the bell to keep this channel going. At the same time, we are offering membership. For $2.99, it starts off. With membership, you guys get priority with all comments, even in the comment section. You also get priority when it comes down to live streams and premieres. Whatever it is, the membership pays for itself. If you buy crystals or candles or have services with me, you might want to look at the gold membership, because in that alone, you're going to get discounts that basically pays for itself. If you're buying crystals, candles, membership, we call coaching or readings, all of that, you get mega discounts, you guys. So now let's get started with this. Again, why am I doing this video? I get a lot of people that just don't believe. People that come into the comment section and they make comments like, you law of attraction people, or comments where they have no control over their lives. When I read these comments, I look and I say, wow, what a shame that people are actually giving their lives up as a roll of a dice and not trusting or believing. Then I get other people that are trying techniques, half-heartedly trying techniques, but are desperate or worried. And they're, again, putting in so much negative energy that they're getting the opposite. It's not that the law of attraction is not working for them, because it works regardless if you're aware of it or not. But you get some people that are so desperate and so worried that they attract whatever it is they're sending out. And that is desperation, worry, and everything else. So now let's get up. Now, what am I expecting you guys to get out of this? I'm expecting you guys to take my experiences, for you guys to look at things that happen with me, so that you can realize and see how it works, how things change in your life, and how the law of attraction really works. Now, I will tell you this. I've been doing this for as far as I can even imagine in my teenage years, before I even realized that there was basically a law of attraction working behind the scenes. I heard of the law of attraction, but it wasn't like I was studying it at that time. I was always into the mystics. I always read books on the mystics. And that's where my life changed. And that's where my ship started going in the right direction, or whatever direction I wanted to take it in. So I'm going to let you guys know some things in my life wasn't all that good. In fact, a whole lot of things wasn't that good. But another thing is, a lot of things that I wanted in my life, I manifested, and I can actually say, wow, what did I do different from the other people that was around me, that my life went in a certain direction when it came down to success? Now, there's other areas of my life where I can use some work, but whatever it is that I focused on myself, I actually did it. So I'm going to give you these stories. And again, blessings to all of you guys. Blessings to so many of you that's out there. And we're going to get to a couple of the comments, okay? Again, if you want to become a member, there's a link at the top in the top chat. There's something there, so you can click on that and sign up. Now, here we have 44 likes, y'all, and I'm loving it because it seems like the angels are with us tonight. And again, this is a topic that's going to help you. So again, we're going to do this quickly so you guys can continue on your day. Now, what do I want to talk to you first about my experiences with manifesting and how you can mess up and actually attract whatever it is that you want. Now, you guys probably all heard of my story about my Range Rover that I had, okay? This is the actual picture that I printed out. Again, I go online, I print out pictures, and I post them. Very simple, you guys. You can even do a snapshot with your phone. I printed this picture out because I wanted a Range Rover. That's what I wanted, and I kept telling everybody I'm going to have this car. So this is the car. I wrote this, oh my God, I wrote this in 2014. January 31st, 2015, I actually purchased this car. No lease, no nothing. I actually bought this car off the showroom. Now, this is the actual car that I purchased, okay? So I just want to let you guys see this. Now, why is this so different? Why am I saying this was a story that basically I didn't think I was going to get this car? First of all, back then, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 for a car is a lot of money. I don't care who you are. The payments could be out of this world. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to get that car. It's too much. I kept going and going and going to the dealer. At the end, I was like, I can't afford that car. This is not going to work for me. And I then ran into this car called the Evoque. It looks exactly like the Range Rover Sport, but it was a smaller version, and it was called the Evoque. Now, because I was thinking, this is the car I want my Range Rover Sport, I gotta have it, I want it black, white with the black top, this is what I want. I then took both of these pictures and placed them on my refrigerator. Why, everyone? I was doubting. I was manifesting, but I was doubting. I was stating, I want this, but I had this on my refrigerator also. So I was saying, if I don't get this, I'll take this. They look just alike. This is just a little smaller. Again, confusing the universe. At that time, I was manifesting a lot of things in my life. And I said, wow, God, I manifested everything that I wanted. for this year. But I did not get this car. I didn't get this car. What am I doing wrong? And then I had a ha-ha moment where I realized I was putting two things on my refrigerator. What I did is I went home and I ripped up this one. I totally ripped it up and threw it out. I then had this one on my refrigerator and I said, God, I give this to you. I'm releasing whatever stress or strain. And if it's meant for me to have this car, it will be mine. And I left it alone. I continued that day or the next day to go to the dealer again, just to look and browse because that was what I wanted. And voila, there was my car, everyone. Now, the thing is, this is the first car I seen on the outside. When I went inside the dealer, this is the one that I was supposed to get this one. And when I went in the dealer, I forgot I wanted the black top. And I did not realize the black top was missing on the one that I was about to buy. Went inside. This is the car that was on the showroom. And guess what, everyone? It was already sold. I said to myself, once I seen it, this is my car. The man knew I wanted the car so bad. He went and investigated. The people, they didn't call back. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. And I'm telling you right now, within 30 minutes, he came back to me. He said, you want that car? That car is yours. I said, I thought it was already sold. He said, no, your name is on that car. That car is yours. Listen, you guys, by that evening, I drove off with this car. Now, the other thing was the payments. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have payments. But I was like, okay, should I just pay it off, put a large deposit? What am I gonna do? And I ended up doing a finance because I was like, I'm not leasing a car. I don't lease cars. So then I ended up buying the car and the man just worked out deals for me. And I ended up paying a monthly payment of something that I couldn't even believe. I then drove this car home. Now, I'm not going to lie. 2 years later, I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on again. That's just me, everyone. And 2.5 years later, the car was gone. I was like, okay, I sold it. Bye. But what I'm telling you, that the law of attraction work. I had no idea. Once I ripped this car up, that car came to me the next day. And it came the next day, couple of days, it came exactly the way I wanted it to come. Exactly. But it didn't come until I trusted into the universe, until I was clear about what it is that I wanted, that I had belief. By me placing two pictures on my refrigerator was showing that I did not have faith. I did not believe, and it did not manifest. So this is the story. And again, this is my car. Okay? So now let's move on to the next story that I have about manifesting success stories. If you guys have some stories like that, please give me a thumbs up, because this is how the law of attraction works, everyone. You guys have to be very clear on what it is that you want. Have faith and give it to God. Give it to the universe. And I'm telling you guys, this is amazing how it works. A lot of people are saying, well, the car didn't drop out the sky for you, Yvette. I don't know. You didn't get it as a gift. That's not law of attraction. Yes, it is. Law of attraction, when you walk out the door and you get in the car and you have an accident. What were you thinking before? What was you watching on TV the night before? That's how it happened. You went out there paying attention to negative things and you got into an accident. It happened to me. This is all law of attraction, everyone. I wanted the car. I got the car. I got it for what I wanted to pay for it. And I had the experience. And then once it was over, it was time to move on. Now, the next story I want to tell you is one that shocked me and couldn't shock me anymore. And that was when I manifested my townhouse. Now, again, there's different things that I do. A lot of things involve pictures, everyone, okay? A lot of them involve pictures. Now, one story that I can tell you that I don't see the picture of it, but it's somewhere around here. One story I can tell you about manifesting a townhouse. I wanted a townhouse. I had a house, and this was the house right here. This was my house. This was my first house that I purchased, okay? And this is another manifesting story how I got this house. In fact, I'm going to tell you how I got this house, and I'm going to skip from what I usually do. Thank you for someone donating to the Humane Society for the horses. This is Horse Adoption Month, and our horses are very spiritual, and they are being slaughtered. They are being left behind. So I put a link for you guys if anybody want to donate. You don't have to donate or give me a live chat today. Give the donation to the horses. This means a lot to me. I'm going to do a big donation to the horses this month, and they need our support and they need our help. Even if it's $1, you're giving to an organization that is trying to support the horses. And I thank you very much for donating to the horses. Who did that? Is it Black Diamond? I'm not too sure who did it, but I think it's Black Diamond. And I want to thank you. So this story right here is unbelievable, everyone. This house right here did not look like this in the beginning. This is after I fixed it up. But I found this house through a friend's daughter, and they showed me this house. And I said, whoa, this house is mine. This house is actually mine. It was a foreclosure home. So what happened, this house was being bid on. Everybody wanted this home because it was in a private neighborhood, and it was like an elite African-American neighborhood that everybody wanted to be a part of. I bid on this house 3 times to make it short. And guess what? I did not win, not one time. Okay? I bid on it a couple of times. I then found a house in another area. It was my second choice. This house, I actually went into contract, was about to buy it, and the deal went sour. They must have got a better deal or a better offer on the house, and they tried to get rid of me. Okay? The whole thing is, I ended up going to arbitration because I was in a contract. They didn't want to sell me the house, and I lost because of technicality. I was so upset for losing this house. I didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, guess what comes up again? This house right here. Now, remind you now, the whole time that I wanted this house, I was visualizing this house. I was walking around it, saying prayers on this house. I was seeing myself walking out this house. And after someone won 3 times and then it fell through, I just knew this house wasn't mine. All of a sudden, when I lost the second house, this house came up again. I said, oh my God, it must be me. It must be for me. I then put in another bid for this house and lost again. This was the 3rd time, I'm sorry, that I lost this house for the 3rd time. I then came in 2nd place. I prayed on it. I script. I wrote things out. And all of a sudden, I then wrote the main company of HUD and said, if this house falls through, don't put it back up for bidding again. It's not fair. That means it needs to go to the next person. And I knew I was the next person. Within 1 week or a couple of days, they called me and I got this house. People tell me today, even the realtor, what the heck did you do to get this house? Usually when a bid goes sour, they post it again and they bid all over again. For some reason, this particular time, they gave it to me. This was my house. It was my first choice. So a lot of times, the point for this is a lot of times when things don't go your way, you get upset and you start saying, oh my God, everything is working against me. This is not what it's supposed to be. I wanted this house. I didn't get it. The second house fell through. They ripped me off. But the universe said, Yvette, that second house was not your house. The first house that you wanted, the one that you wanted to manifest, is your house. And we're going to take you down, but we're going to take you back to that house, and that house is yours. Let me tell you, this is my house. I was in it for 12 years, everyone. I put brick on it, the whole nine, and it was a beautiful house. But again, with me, it was time to move on. But again, this is how I got this house. To today, people do not understand how I got this house. I did not win the lottery. I'm telling you now. I had faith in God once this house fell through with the other people that I was going to get it. And I had put it out there, and I took action by writing. I took action, everybody, and I wrote, and it came around to me. Something that they usually don't do. And the house was mine. Listen, when you think things are going wrong in your life, sit back, use your brain, and say, universe, this is for me. I'm going to take action, and I'm going to trust that you're going to move me forward and open the doors. And it happened again for me. The next thing I want to tell you is my townhouse. I did this a little different. Here I wrote everything that I wanted about my townhouse on a tiny little piece of paper, everyone. Look how small this paper is. This is the second paper I wrote on. And the date on here is March 8th, 2014. Okay, you guys, if you guys are listening to me, throw me up a thumbs, because this is what the universe does. And a lot of you are missing out on how things come about. This little paper here is what I did my scripting. There was no book. This is what I used. And it just says townhouse, 2 floors, small backyard, fireplace, walk-in closet, garage, large bedrooms, updated kitchen. I'm not going to tell you where, but near everything. Okay? I wanted to be near water. I wanted to be near entertainment. I wanted to have good neighbors. And I wrote it again on something like this, front and back, being a little more specific. And I kept reading this. And I kept it in this book right here, Dream Big. And it stayed in here, and I would pull it out. And in this book had everything that I wanted to manifest. And I would open it up and I would read it. The next thing I did was took pictures of some townhouses that I seen. And the one picture that I wanted to show you, I don't see it right now, but I placed it on my vision board, because then everything was on my vision board. I came to this townhouse just walking around, shopping around with my mom, just having fun. When I did this, I came here. I had no expectations of buying here because it was on the water and it was over my limit that I expected to spend. I came here and I got a feather from nowhere, out of the blue, right in my face. And I knew at that time, wow, feathers are my messages from my angels telling me that I'm supposed to do something, I'm supposed to be somewhere. And I looked and I said, wow. And I said, I just walked away. A year and a half later, I'm going to tell you right now, this is where I am, in that same exact townhouse. That's where I'm in right now. And it's unbelievable. The thing that got me, and I don't know where the picture is, on my vision board, when I went to take the pictures off the vision board, there was a picture on the vision board that actually was the exact picture of the living room that I have in my townhouse. When it got to that point, I almost fell out of my seat. Now listen, if you didn't see that video, please go back to how I manifested my townhouse, how I manifest my Range Rover, and you are going to see the full story. You're going to see the picture that I had on the vision board and my actual living room. And it is totally identical. It's to the point that I am still amazed of how this happened. The thing is, I use scripting for that. I use pictures on my vision board to visualize what it is that I wanted. I used pictures of my Range Rover and I placed it on my refrigerator where I seen it multiple times during the day. And these things manifested for me in my life. I'm telling you guys right now, please, this is my townhouse right here. And again, it's on the water. I have a boat slip. I'm near entertainment. I got a park behind me. It's just unbelievable how every single thing that I wanted, I manifested. Now, the last story that I want to tell you guys, because I got so many of these stories, you guys, but I just want to let you know how things happen. It's not like you're going to say, I want $1 million, and it's going to just fly out of the sky, or it's going to just happen in a way that you like, oh, I knew it. Oh, somebody gave me $1 million. No, it's going to happen sometimes expected and in unexpected ways. You're going to be out there and then something is just going to happen. You're going to run into the right person. You're going to be in the food store and someone's going to start talking to you. And it's going to be that person that's going to help you. You might be in school and you might have an instructor who don't like you. And then you have one that is just going to take you to that next level. There are so many things that can happen when you're using your tools to manifest whatever it is you want in your life. Again, you have to be open. Me taking action when I got my townhouse was just me and my mom driving around having fun. We would just go and look up open houses and just go. I mean, houses where there was $900,000, $1 million houses, and we would just go. The townhouse I'm in right now, there's townhouses in my development that are $900,000, $1 million. And this is before the big boost, everybody, before the big hike. Now these houses are worth well over $1 million. I am here in my little townhouse, and I have exactly everything that I wanted. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, you guys, listen, just give me a thumbs up, because I'm just trying to get you guys to be aware that things don't come exactly the way you expect them to come, but they will, as long as you trust and you believe and you leave yourself open for whatever it is. Again, I got so many of these stories, and I'm just trying to pick out the ones that will make you go, wow, wow. So the last story that I have that I want to bring to you, because I don't want to make this go on too long, is when I had my building in Connecticut. Okay. I wanted to buy a real estate building. Well, it was a house, and then it ended up being a building. And it wasn't exactly the best choice that I made, but at the same time, I met wonderful people, wonderful tenants. I got a super that is basically part of my family right now. But it was time for my building to go, basically. But I didn't want to sell it to anyone, okay? So I held on to my building for, I didn't sell it into the 7th year. If anybody know about numbers, a lot of times you go through situations that are major, and sometimes on the 7th day, the 7th month, the 7th year, things seem to clear out. So on the 7th year is when I sold it. But what did I do to sell it, and how did it happen? I took these 2 pictures, you guys, and they were in my bathroom. They were on my refrigerator. They were everywhere where I can see them all the time. Now, you're asking me, where am I getting these pictures? I take a picture, I go to Walgreens, I print it out, and I write an affirmation on it, whatever it is that I want, okay? Okay, so this is how I do all of my pictures, you guys. Manifest it. It'll say little things. Thank you. So everything that I do, I write on it. So the thing is, I wanted a buyer that was able to buy my building for cash so that he would have the certain amount of money to fix it up. I wanted somebody that was more experienced with handling business with buildings, and I wanted it to be a smooth sale. Listen, I kept saying, God, why am I not running into the right person? I want to make sure my building's okay. And I said, God, I'm going to release this to you. But I kept visualizing everyone, myself being at closing, at the table, signing papers, people passing multiple papers over to me. I wasn't seeing faces. I was just seeing figures at the table, passing papers over. I'm signing. They taking it, giving it to the next person. They signing. I kept seeing myself passing papers, writing, feeling all the excitement, nervousness, and then being passed keys, or me passing the keys. I kept doing this. And when I said I ran into the right buyer, the exact picture that I held in my head was my exact closing, everyone. When I say I sat there and I was like, wow, it was the exact closing that even down to the point of where I was sitting. I was sitting in the seat closest to the door and my back was towards the door. That is where I sat. My lawyer sat on the side of me. The people that was buying the building sat across from me. They bought the building for cash. They were builders. They had multiple properties in Connecticut. It worked out perfectly, everyone. What I'm telling you is that once I used my techniques and I gave it to God and I was thankful and I looked out for the best for everyone involved, including my tenants, the universe worked through me and it opened up the doors to bring the right person to my building. Listen, I got so many stories like this, you guys. It is like unbelievable. There's a lot of people out there that will still say, well, Yvette, well, you still had money to buy it. Listen, no, I did not at that time. It's whatever. People seem to always think that they know what you have in your pockets, that they know what you have in the bank, they know what you can do, never talk to me a day in their life, and can still doubt what I'm saying when it comes down to the law of attraction. No, I was not prepared to buy a $70,000, $80,000 car. You know, because the payments could be $1,400 if you're messing around with it. Okay. I didn't have no payments like that. I probably had half of that. Okay. The thing is that people doubt so much and they so much looking into the negative, not looking into how the universe is blessing them. I had a lady that I spoke to this week as a bonus. She told me that she was watching my channel and she needed some money fast, really fast, $20,000, really fast. And she did all the techniques and she said, there's no way in the world I'm going to manifest this by March. There's no way. And she was just like, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing what Yvette said. And she then got a paper in the mail stating a loan. And she was like, I don't need this. But it was a loan for $20,000 that she could be pre-approved. And she was like, I didn't ask for this. I asked for the money. I needed the money really bad. And I asked for, and she said one of her friends was like, well, I did that before. I took that and I did a consolidation. And all my bills was consolidated. And then I went to pay it off. So she thought about it. She said within a couple of days, she had the money and she went and paid off whatever she needed to pay off right in time of the deadline. And now she's working on paying everything off. The thing is, the universe did not give her the $20,000 the way she expected it. It came in unexpected ways, but it came on time. She called me. She did a session just to tell me thank you, how it saved her life because she was about to go under. And I said, wow. And she said it was the exact amount. Now, this is the thing that I'm going to tell you right now that she said she was shocked. She was shocked because her payment was $444. Letting her know this was the angels speaking to her. This was the angels looking out for her. She said that she was so shocked. She could not believe it. And she had to book a session just to tell me personally how the angels and the universe opened up a way and saved her when she was about to go down. And I said, wow, I'm so happy for you. So listen, you guys, when it comes down to manifesting things in your life, just know, be open. Things don't necessarily come the way you expect them to come, but they come. And then you move on. If you're trying to manifest $1 million, start off first small and work your way up. If you got a plan to manifest that $1 million, go right ahead. Take action. But the thing is, don't give up. Don't give up. Just know that God has something inside of you, that he works through you and all around you and will bring you whatever it is that you desire. I have so many manifesting stories to tell you guys, but we just don't have time. I just want you guys to understand whatever it is you want in your life, you can have it. It's all about belief and seeing yourself as having whatever it is that you want. And just know, leave it open for the universe on how it's going to come to you, and then move on from there. And that's all I wanted to say. So now, you guys, right now, if you guys understood what I was saying today, if you comprehend, or you are comfortable and you can say, Yvette, you know what, I understand now, please give me a thumbs up so that I can know you guys are listening and you guys are really absorbing the information so that you can see a change in your life too. Listen, I done had cars, Volvos, Range Rovers, houses, basically everything. I done went from food service to house cleaning to a nurse practitioner. And let me tell you this, I went up each time, and people always sit there that know me and they say, that's Yvette. She says she's going to do something and she doesn't. It's not that I'm smarter than anyone. I always seen myself as being, doing, and having whatever it is that I wanted. And I knew I can do it. No matter what it took, I knew I can do it. And the universe always worked through me to bring me whatever it is that I desired. And that's what I want to tell you tonight. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. And listen, if it's that $1 million you want, go for it. If it's that house you want, go for it. If it's that car you want, go for it. Whatever it is that you want, you can have it as long as you believe, take action, and give it to the universe. So now, again, this is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics. And listen, if you like this live stream, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell, you guys. And don't forget about membership. Right now, I'm going to look through these comments right now. I want to thank my associate for being here. And I just want to say hello, everyone. Hello to my members. I got Stefan Jenkins, Queenie. I got Lynn here. I got Carlton Atkins here. I got Clinton Hall again. Stephanie Jenkins. Who else? I got so many, Queenie, Carlton, so many people. I see the same people. It's so beautiful that I see these people. I got Susan Zawana. Thank you for being here again. Okay, everybody. I think I mentioned everyone, and I'm going to go back through. And I don't think I have some specific comments. Good evening. The members are just saying hello. Good evening. Hello from South Carolina. Okay, Clinton, you from South Carolina. I love it. I'm rich. I love it. I love it. I'm healthy and I'm wealthy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good evening, Yvette. Chat. I love it. Black Diamond, I think you were the one that gave to us the horses, and I really want to thank you for that one. Oh my God, the car story is confirming. Absolutely. If I can do it, anybody can. This is amazing. We must never be discouraged, for each one of us has won the cosmic universe lottery to be here. Learn how important you are beyond what you have been made to believe. I love it, Carlton. You always got something positive to say to help motivate other people. I got a lot of thumbs up, everyone, and a lot of thumbs up and amens and thumbs. Carlton also says, when you use the techniques, then let it go, for the mind is designed for survival and will always seek inherited based on mentality, pleasure, and pain. Don't read into it. Let it be. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now let me just see some other things here from other people before we get ready to go. We have people saying beautiful mind. I miss live, but I'll watch it later. Listen, you never. As long as you watch it, you're good. Good evening to all. Blessings to you, Yvette, for always being here for us. Blessings to you. I got so many blessings from Montreal. Hey, I love Montreal. Good evening, everyone. Is this on tonight? Yes, it is. You're here now. Hello, Metaphysics family. New York. Hello, New York. South Carolina's here. We got Orlando here. I want to be rich and famous and happy. No, you don't want to. Claim it right now. Please do. Claim it now. Claim your richness and your happiness now. Hey, beautiful people. I love you, Miss Yvette, all the way deep down in Alabama. Love it, Alabama. Hit the like button. Thank you for supporting, for saying that. Hello, everyone. Blessings to you, Yvette. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Lovely family. What you call again, Black Diamond for the donation to the horses. Okay. Oh my God, the story is confirmation. What else? What else? What else? No problem. I love animals. I love it. I love it. And I've seen you plenty of times with the animals, and I am a cat lover myself. I donated and you are welcome. Say I donated and you are welcome. Oh, thank you for donating. Oh, okay. Thank you. Kat, I don't see it, but Kat, thank you for donating. I believe you because you're an animal person and you've been here a lot with me, and I know you're an animal person, so I'm sure you did. Thank you for the donation, Kat. Hi, my world of metaphysics, vet and all. I love it. Hello, hello, hello. People saying hello. Good evening. I also love your channel. I can't get enough of listening to you. Oh, thank you so much. That is so nice. I saw the video and your living room is identical. You did see the video. Again, if you haven't seen the video of how I manifested my townhouse and my Range Rover and my Volvo and my first house, all of that is under Law of Attraction success stories. Hello, hello. This is so good. I love all your stories and technique. I use them every day and actually work, everyone. Love your tour videos. Good evening. So glad to catch you. I need to get a better at visualization. I have a playlist on that. I journal, meditate, and speak positively, but visualization is more of a challenge for me. Please see the visualization playlist. With manifesting, do you need a time limit? Is that important? At least 60 seconds. That's what I would say. At least 60 seconds. And don't make it too long because then the negativity kicks in. So true, unexpected way. My case, 2 million. Thank you, Yvette. Grateful. A lot of thumbs up, thumbs up. I understand. I understand. I understand. Thank you. I love you for sharing your knowledge. We have Gainesville, Florida. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Business, full structure and finance. I got a pay raise after doing what you taught. Oh, congratulations. Got the exact amount I wrote. Another testimony. I love it. I love it. I love it. Manifesting. My desires was work back at the previous employer. I told God my desires, believed that I was working there, release it to the Most High, and I have an interview tomorrow. Thumbs up to you. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Blessings from Northern Ireland. Love your channel. Love for you to be here. Thank you. I am rich right now. We got Atlanta. Love your mindset. I'm the same way. I manifest so much and work so hard for it. Blessings to you. I am going to work more on the techniques. I'm claiming my richness, happiness, and health. Thank you. Manifestation beast. I love it. Celestial Earth Goddess donated to the horses. Thank you, thank you, thank you for donating to the horses. That is Celestial Earth Goddess. Thank you. And I'm sure the little horses are going to appreciate it. Abundance is my birthright. Bliss and manifest equals manifestation. Congratulations. When you said you visualize yourself at the closing table, that was a confirmation for me. Absolutely. And use it because it came out exactly the way I said it. You're welcome. Listen again, blessings to all of you guys. I'm going to sign out now. Enjoy your day. Blessings to my assistant that was here. Again, thank you so much. And listen, don't give up, everyone. Whatever it is I have done, you guys can do the same thing also. And again, this is just a little touch on my stories. I have so many. And I just want to say blessings to all of you guys. I'm the best motivational weight loss. Blessings. Motivational weight loss coach for obese people. Okay. Blessings to you. Okay. Blessings. Okay. Again, thank you, everyone. And I'm signing out and namaste.